So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm 19 years old. I live in Florida. I've lived there most of my life. I've lived in a couple of other cities and states, but mostly Florida.
So what is it like being young and gay in Florida?
It's very much so different from being up north. Like, it's accepted, but it's accepted in a totally different way. It's either you have to be really gay or you have to be really masculine. They don't really accept you being in between. Um, and it's not like everybody's not together. It's either you hang out in the gay scene or you hang out in the straight scene, but nobody really does both.
hmm So how do you balance that out?
Well,
Because most of the viewers are from New York or up north, so this is interesting to see. To see what the difference in being young and gay in different cities. So how do you balance that out from what you just described?
well, for me myself, I haven't been in the ballroom scene that long, so like the ballroom scene in Florida is different, so I'm kind of still getting adjusted to that. But as far as just a regular gay scene, I kind of don't deal with the straight scene, and I only deal with the gay scene because it's hard to deal with both. Because there's a lot of people that still bash the gay people, especially if you're not masculine.
So how will you describe yourself?
Um, I'm masculine for the most part, but when I'm around my friends, I cut up.
You could be yourself when you're around your friends.
I,
Do they have places like that where you could,
um,
like in New York, we have like the village where we could be ourselves in certain neighborhoods. Do you guys have that in Florida?
no.
So you can't go to the beach in Miami and cut up?
I mean, you can, but you can expect for somebody to say something.
So how will you deal with that if somebody were to say something?
It just depends on the atmosphere. Like, if I'm with a bunch of friends and we're just having fun, then most likely I'll say something back, but, like, we'll joke it off. But if I'm by myself and, I'm being attacked, verbally or something, I tend to lash back.
In Florida, are you aware of any gay rights or anything like that? Any protection by the government in Florida for LGBT?
Actually, yeah, I do know that they do give out mandatory 3 to 5 for gay bashing of a minor because of an incident that happened to me and a close friend of mine when we were like 16, and a guy attacked the friend of mine, and he went to jail.
So tell me a little bit more about that.
Um, I was with a group of friends. They were up to no good. They were going to confront this other guy that we knew, and he called his stepfather, and his stepfather came and basically attacked my friend. We really didn't have nothing to do with it. So then my friend, after the thugs came from out, because we were in what you would call the hood, after the boys came out, the police got called. My friend was bleeding and stuff like that. They asked him how old he was. He was 15 at the time, I think. And then the police put out a warrant for him. They arrested him, and he went to jail.
So will you say it's not easy being young and gay in America?
No, it's not. But I mean, everything has its challenges. Like being white, being black, being gay, being straight. It's just how you deal with it. Because for me, it's not hard being gay.
So what will you claim first, being black or being gay, or what? Like what do you call what in order? How will you describe who you are as a person?
Well, most of the time I don't consider myself. Well, I consider myself black in a sense, but I'm mixed, so I don't say that I'm black and I'm gay. I'm who I am. Like, if that explains it.
Explain more.
Like, I wouldn't say I'm a black gay male. Yeah, I'm attracted to men, but I don't label myself.
Oh, you don't label yourself gay?
No, I don't put myself in a specific category to let someone else label me. Like, I mean, if you want to look at it as everybody else will look at it, yes, I'm gay, but when I address myself, I don't say, "Oh, I'm a gay black male," or you know, so forth and so on.
Mm. So what would you say?
I mean, I am who I am, and I do what I do. But what I do in the public and what I do in the privacy of my home is, you know, two totally different things in a sense. Like my job has nothing to do with who I'm dating.
Right. So you're saying that you wouldn't categorize yourself as being gay?
I mean, yeah, in a sense, yeah. Not to say that I'm
Not gay.
yeah or I'm DL. It's just that if it's not your business, then it's not your business.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So tell me about, because Trayvon Martin,
Yeah.
he's from Florida as well, right?
Yes.
So as a young man yourself, how do you view that?
Actually, I didn't even hear about this story until like a couple of days ago. So I'm not too sure in the details, but from what I know, that's kind of how Florida is. Like, if you give off a certain image, no matter if you know you live in a neighborhood or not, if you give off a certain image, there are going to be people that harass you, or you know think that you don't belong. And you know it's the South, so you know there's always been a white and black thing, or a white versus you know any other ethnicity. Um, but yeah, basically that's how it is. So I don't really have any, I guess, extra feelings behind it.
So what do you see yourself doing in the next few years? You becoming a young man, and what do you see yourself in the future?
Hopefully moving out of Florida. I have two areas that I have my heart set on. And that's either Vegas or New York. And career-wise, um, well, I'm a dance major first, but I also like science and politics, but I want to be a cosmetic surgeon. That's my goal. That's what I'm working towards. Got a lot more years left, but yeah.